So with that being said, I'll turn it over to you, Kevin. Let you speak, and we're live here, and we really appreciate your time.
Yes.
No problem. Thanks for having me here. I'm with the Government Procurement Group. I started a company about 28 years ago, back in 1991. I had the good fortune of being ranked as one of the top IT salespeople in the United States as a result of selling to government agencies. So that launched into an entire consulting business. So what we do is we help companies of all size, large or small, doesn't matter. Products, services, does not matter. We help them to get established into the market in a fraction of the time, cost, and effort that they normally would have when they're trying to expand into the government market. When I use the term government, I'm talking about everything: federal, state, cities, counties, schools, colleges, universities, government-funded hospitals, townships, boroughs, villages, and U.S. territories. So we cover quite a bit, and we will literally work with tens of thousands of procurement offices across the United States. So to summarize, basically, we offer state-based programs, or we offer national business development programs where we take companies through the process of getting them fully established into the market in a fraction of time, cost, and effort. What normally takes them about 2 years to do, we can do it in just a matter of a couple of months. So we're talking about complete vendor registration in the individual procurement offices. We take care of all that paperwork. We have proprietary processes for that. We give them all of their government customers. They don't have to worry about trying to find and locate the purchasing agents. We already have those people. And we also make the first sales call for them. But that's done as a part of a written legal request process. And, of course, by law, the agencies have to respond. So we're able to capture any potential opportunities for them to immediately start bidding that may be in the procurement pipeline at the time of vendor registration. And then all of this is brought together with sales training. We have a comprehensive online program that they go through, webinars, teleconference training sessions, and we get into proprietary processes in regards to bidding and working their accounts. So we can show companies how to be awarded bids and contracts consistently when they are not the lowest priced bidder, for example. More importantly, how to legally bypass the bid process altogether, how to increase their government sales by up to 10,000%. We really teach them really powerful techniques and processes. And then we wrap that all up in the final stage of the program, which is the RFP consultations. And we give them free unlimited bid review consultations to help dial in and tweak the process using our proprietary processes, including any Freedom of Information Act requests. So let's say we bid a bid, we lose for whatever reason. We'll go ahead and get copies of the competitors' bids, evaluate that, help you develop strategies to overcome them. And we continue giving you those free unlimited bid review consultations until the program's guaranteed amount of business has been met, up to a 1 year period. So our programs actually come with what's called a new business bidding success guarantee. And depending on the program, that can range anywhere from $25,000 worth of business all the way up to $2 million worth of business. So it just depends on, how aggressive and how large do you want to get. But that's a quick highlight of what we do.
So Kevin, is this like you're bidding on like DLA contracts, like the defense logistics, or what type of contracts are you actually bidding on?
Well, it's not what we're bidding on, it's what our customers can provide to the government agencies. So it's literally any kind of a product or service that a government agency might buy, being government agency referring to federal, DOD, non-DOD, state governments, city governments, counties, schools, colleges, universities, government hospitals, and so on. So whatever a vendor can offer to them, we can help them get established into those specific accounts and working directly with those buyers in that very short period of time. Or we also offer vertical market programs. So let's say if your company only sells a product that can be sold only to police departments. Well, we can work with every police department across the country, or only school districts. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. We can customize the focus of our clientele from the government side to meet the needs of the customer.
And if someone wanted to get in touch with you, what would be the best way? Through your website, giving you a call, shooting you an email?
Yeah, through the website at govbidsguaranteed.com, as you can probably see on the background here.
Okay.
Govbidsguaranteed.com. And there's a short video there on the homepage that they can watch. It'll kind of give them a quick highlight of the program. and then they can request the free consultation. We always start with a free consultation because we need to understand what their needs are, what their goals are, and then we can, present to them the appropriate path to take at that point. Simply jump on govbidsguarantee.com and we can help you out.
Wonderful. What I'd like to do is just open it up for any questions. I know some folks has chimed in kind of like in between your presentation right there, but I'd like to open it up. Does anybody have any questions for Kevin? You can just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey guys, no quick questions here. I mean, I just heard a little bit of it, so I think I missed most of it.
Hey Simon, how are you? So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and Kevin, we'll go ahead and post your information in the comment block on the Facebook Live, so that way folks can follow up with you if they have any other questions.
Sure.
But with that being said, I'd like to turn it over to Simon. Simon, do you want to talk about your business? Give us a quick pitch of your business and go from there.
Yeah, guys, absolutely. I would love to. And first of all, I just want to say hi. Thank you to Arlene for the introduction here. Just getting to know you through the web and through LinkedIn and everything that we've been doing. So I appreciate what you're doing here in Hawaii, and I appreciate the invite to what you have going on this webinar. I think it's fantastic. So let me talk a little bit about the business. So our business is based in New York, so we're definitely a bit away from Hawaii, but we're based in New York. We work with all the states, and what we do is we assist business owners attain the financing that they need to help grow their business. And our niche is definitely more particular to the alternative financing market, where clients are getting declined from the bank or do not have the credit or the time or the collateral, et cetera, for traditional bank financing. That's where we step in to help out, get them the financing that they need through whichever source necessary. In a nutshell, that's what we do.
So it's not a conventional type loan that you're giving out. It's what type of loan? Is it like a small business loan or?
Yeah. So the world of alternative finance is available. So we have small business loans. This can be factoring, could be equipment financing, could be real estate leverage deals, could be just credit profile clients who are just getting them kind of credit lines. So there really are a lot of options for them. So it's not one particular product. We just go ahead and the marketplace is really available for them. What we do is we have the initial conversation with the client. We get an understanding of what they're looking for, what their needs are. No one's the same, so everyone's need for financing is always very different. We get a good understanding of where that's at, and then we go ahead and get an understanding of where their credit and risk profile stands as far as what their credit score is, what's their income, et cetera, with their industry. And we just go ahead and suggest different locations where we can get them the funding that they need. So, we have multiple different, solutions for them. We just go ahead and say, hey, what is it that you need? Okay, this is going to be a good fit for you. You guys need a term loan. Or you guys need maybe a flexible line of credit, or, maybe we need you some financing for the equipment you're looking for, or, et cetera.
So, Simon, Arlene wanted me to ask 3 questions here, as you can see on the slide here. So how did you get started?
Okay, so that's a great question. I was actually brought in to this financial world by another company. There was a company kind of starting. They were looking for sales representatives. And, it was a family friend that had recommended the job for me. I got in there as a sales representative. Within a few weeks, I made manager of the company. And then a few weeks later, I made partner. So I guess kind of rose through the ranks really, really quickly. So that was that. And then from then I moved with another partner. We opened up our own company together. So we were doing this together for a couple of years. And then my partner wanted to move on to the Amazon boom. Everyone's been selling on Amazon. He wanted to move out of the finance space. So, I locked in, opened up Sunset Portfolios LLC, which is my own company, and I'm the single member, the sole owner, and been doing it ever since on my own.
Wonderful. And then also, how are you keeping your current clients happy and customers happy?
Yeah, absolutely. So we really focus here on, customer service and, building a good relationship with our clients. It's not a one and done. It's not like, hey, what do you need? Or here's the loan, goodbye. It's constant staying in touch, seeing what they need. Sometimes we have clients, who are struggling to make payments, for the month, and we do what we can connecting with our lenders that we set them up with to be flexible with them, so that they can go ahead and make their payments or delay on it for a bit, etc. Maybe they need an additional injection of capital a little bit earlier than really appropriate. So we do what we can to, help our clients, all the way through. So, just keep that really strong relationship.
Nice. Does anybody have any questions for Simon?
Nope, sounds really cool to me, but no questions.
Inez.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. Thank you.
Inez,
Sure,
how are
absolutely.
you?
It's a pleasure.
Well, I'm really excited about what these two guys have to say. Actually, personally, I'm into. I wanted to look into government compliances later on, and also looking at financing a business. So I'll just keep that in my back pocket. It's good to know that they're in the network. Definitely, some of those cards I have on the table I've had since last year.
Awesome. Simon, we appreciate your time too. So that's most important. We're looking for everybody to just share time with the business SUI. With that being said, Inez, we'd like to open up to you, and you can take it away.
Hi, yeah, I'd like to thank you very much for having me here. I'm a member of the Waianae Coast community, and I'm an accounts manager for a man named Paulo Silas, who owns an authorized dealership of DirecTV. So what we do is, and I'm on my way. I'm on my way up into partnership. I'm not there yet, so I don't claim that, but something that I'm interested in over the next few years. What we do is we offer commercial rates for DirecTV service. So that's where I am interested in government compliance eventually. We offer $50 packages, including NFL Sunday Ticket, HBO, and all the sports channels. And so right now we're offering that for commercial use only. We've done away with our residential sales of our product because we've moved on to other things. So we still have that on the table, DirecTV on the table, and we're starting to taper off on the sales. We're looking more at getting building sales and commercial sales, the sports bars and that type of place, doctors' offices and places where they might be interested in having affordable access to the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and that type of thing. So those are the types of people that I cold call. I know that in Messenger you've asked me more than once if we have an online business or if we have a brick and mortar. We're Small Business Hawaii, so we work out of our homes and we just do everything face to face. That's to answer your first question. My boss started to collect satellite dishes, and he went on from there, and he ended up having this great little distributorship out here on Oahu. We keep our customers happy by making sure that their service is great and that they're getting quality service at an affordable price, which also leads into my best pitch. We offer the lowest prices with the best service in the industry. So I like to keep my customers stay happy on the amount of channels that they get, and the fact that our dishes are non-invasive, our mounting is non-invasive. We don't work with landlines or any kind of buried cables. We work with a native signal coming off of the satellite. So it's very organic. It's very green. There's no fiber optic cables or any lines in the sky. It's directly from the satellite to the dish that's mounted next to your house or building or on the roof, and then a simple cable that comes down into the receiver box. I love what I do. I love being a roof jockey, climbing up and getting the roof access on all these buildings. I love being rooftop and holding the line while my boss is hanging over the side of the building in a harness. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love working with satellites, and I love making customers happy when their TVs are on and they've got all those channels, and so we like what we do, and so that's what I have to bring to the table today. But my boss is a businessman with more than one endeavor, and so he told me what to talk about today and where I should keep the conversation. I'm just happy to be here. Arlene, you're so pretty in person. Your microphone is muted. You've invited me out for drinks. There you go. You've invited me out for Mai Tais more than once. I know these guys aren't in Hawaii, so let's make them a little bit jealous. I've been invited out for beach Mai Tais before, and I haven't been able to make it. I was really busy in 2018, and things haven't slowed down in 2019, but they're more school based. I'm in college now, so the business takes kind of a backseat, and so my boss took on the workload for me. So a lot of mixing. I'd love to go and have some drinks though sometime.
Well, we're actually having one on Wednesday, sponsored by Duke Ong. We have actually like it behaves like a Tinder, but it's a networking speed dating type of scenario. So yeah, if you can come on Wednesday at the Impact Hub, I'll give you the details. I believe I actually embedded it in our Facebook post over there. So if you can come, would be nice. You know, I mean, Kevin and Simon, I know you guys are across the mainland, and Robert and I, our goal is to actually have one big event here in Honolulu one of these days. So look forward on meeting you guys in person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm looking to meeting you all as well. It would be fantastic.
Yes, I also want to apologize for not having my camera on. I'm recovering from a bad cold and I don't look my best. So please, I know, Arlene, you see me around Facebook, flying around Facebook. I'm usually my best, but not tonight. So maybe next time, there's a next time, then I can turn my camera on. But anyway, it was good to be a part of this. I have to go. Thank you for the honor of letting me be part of this. And I would love to see you at one of these mixers. I will talk to my boss and see if he's free Wednesday night and see if he'll let me off my leash without a chaperone, then I'll show up, okay? Okay, bye guys.
Bye now.
Bye, Ines.
Yeah, so folks, this is basically how we want to run the business. So I'm not going to make it like it's robotic or anything. Everybody can just chime in, sit around the campfire, talk about story about their business. Most important, please, after this Facebook Live's finish, go into the comments and put in your information. So that way, when I stream this on like a watch party, people can get your information. So, but with that being said, if anybody has any other questions for anybody else, by all means, we are at about 8:21 p.m. my time, which is 6:21. So we have 10 more minutes to talk about the businesses. There's no rush on this. So anybody that wants to add more to their business to this live video, go right ahead.
I would like to hear more from Kevin and Simon. Kevin, firstly, help us navigate through the FBO.gov. I know I explored. I used to be a government contractor through a logistics platform in the past. For a very, very small business, joining into your program and looking at the FBO.gov, how is that going to benefit from a very small scale going into your program?
Well, okay, FBO.gov is basically where the federal government will advertise the bids that are required to be publicly advertised and posted. They'll post it there. There's other systems too, but with what we do, because we work with so many different levels of government, yes, federal, but all the different levels of government that I previously talked about, all of them do something different. You will never find those opportunities in FBO. Not only that, but you typically are never going to find anything under $25,000 in value in FBO as well. So the non-published business is not going to be there. That's why being registered with the individual agencies and working with those individual purchasing contacts in that agency is so important. Not only so you can get the obvious published business, but also the non-published business, because from a statistical standpoint, in bid volume, there's about 9 opportunities that take place within the agency in relation to one published and advertised bid. They're smaller, but there's a lot of them there that take place. So the way you get that business is by being a registered vendor, working on the front end of the account, building a rapport with the buyers. Ideally, what we try to do is position companies so they know about the opportunities that are coming up for a bid far before they're actually issued as a bid, so that you're building a rapport and hopefully helping them to spec the bid opportunity before it's issued, so that you already have the advantage over the competition. But all of that's all about positioning correctly in the account on the front end, which is what we do in that process. So
thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great place to go find and locate opportunities as it relates only to the federal government, though.
Excellent, thank you.
All right, Kevin, I just had a quick question. Has Has the government been having difficulties in making payments on these bids for these companies with the recent government shutdown?
For the most part, no. Now, in some cases, there's been some delays in pay, but that was only temporary. And while we're on that topic, just in case there's some misunderstanding out there, because I find that there generally is, as it relates to the pay terms, there's been a lot of changes in government procurement. And for the most part, if it's not a smaller purchase where they're paying immediately with a credit card, you can typically expect a net 30. And actually, when companies go through our training program, we actually teach you how to help expedite getting paid faster. There's a couple of different things that you can do. Normally, if there's a delay in payment beyond 30 days, it's usually because the vendor has dropped the ball somewhere, to be quite frank. But not always. But as long as a company is able to handle a net 30 as a standard part of their business practice, then they should be fine.
Excellent. Okay, good.
And if I can just add one other thing real quick. We also just recently started a LinkedIn group. You can just go there in government contracting, sales, and business development. And if you want to jump on that LinkedIn group, sign up. We're going to be just posting a lot of free information, just solid information about selling to the government, working your accounts, and a whole variety of different things there.
Yep, I'm in there. Thank you for the invite, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Kevin.
You bet. Thanks, now.
I do have a question for Simon. Simon, there's a lot of small businesses over here in Hawaii. Would it be difficult if there is a potential business entity here seeking outside resources, whether it be something that they need to get a business loan? Is it difficult to reach out to you out there in New York?
So yeah, Arlene, not at all. I mean, you can go ahead and shoot me an email, give me a call, send me a text. I try to be as available as I can. So no, not at all. And any business that's looking, for financing, for some reason, it's always good to have a conversation. It doesn't hurt. It's not like they have to pay for my time or for the conversation. And what it does is just allows them to get a strong understanding. I get a strong understanding of where they're at, and I can give them a very good idea of what they're very likely to be approved for. So if someone's just like looking to go into financing for some reason, not sure if you should take on an investor as a partner or maybe just take on debt, just have a conversation, shoot me an email, give me a call, text, and we can just talk about it and see what's going to be a good fit. It just takes a few minutes. It doesn't take very long for me to get a good idea of where a client's at and how we can best help them and what's a good route for them to move forward.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Simon, what's a typical customer for you? Like a restaurant or?
Robert, it's a great question. We work with the full spectrum. I mean, we're working with all the states. We can get a look at trucker who's got one truck and looking to buy their second truck down in Texas. It can be, a restaurant owner who has 14 restaurants in North Carolina and is looking for a merger and acquisition for $50 million to sell out. We have clients who do logging up in California paid by the, the state government or the federal government for doing their logging, and they're, have a slow season in the winter. And it can be in someone doing HVAC in Atlanta that just needs some business loans to buy more equipment. So we really work with, clients from $1,000 loans to hundreds of thousands and millions of dollar loans. We try to make it almost like a one-stop shop for financing. Certainly for alternative financing, and recently have been branching into bank financing as well, where we're developing relationships with the bank where we can really get bank financing on the level they're looking for, just through a quicker route. Instead of taking the full time with the bank, or collateral, you can maybe use lower credit clients, uncollateralized, and still get them traditional loans. So, we're branching out with our lending network as well.
And what's the typical term on your loans?
Yeah, so we get that question a lot, and the difficulty in answering that question is simply what's the product.
Right.
So an equipment financing deal, right? So again, we're not making up any of the rates. We're simply presenting the marketplace. So let's say we're dealing with equipment financing. Someone's in construction and needs to buy a new piece of equipment. So you're dealing with a monthly payment, and those go between 12 and 60 months. But if someone's looking for a line of credit, then there really is no term there for the most part. Overall, they're maybe a small payment term of, let's say, 6 months on each particular draw. If it's going to be a business loan, again, it could be 1 to 5 years. It really varies on the product. And so it's hard to just give one answer for that. The question just is what financing we're talking about.
I may assume these are unsecured loans, correct?
Yeah, so for the most part, they definitely are unsecured. And there are some products that are very easy to apply for. They can fund within 24 hours. A simple one-page application from Sunset Portfolios, last 3 months of bank statements, and clients can receive funding in 24 hours. And that's a big asset for clients who need capital really quick. Maybe they have a job and their bank account is going to be screened to see that they have enough capital to do the job, or maybe there's some inventory they want to purchase at a really good rate and they don't have the time for 2 to 4 weeks for financing. They want something in a day or two. So there's definitely those uncollateralized options available. But we do have some, business loans that will leverage real estate. They'll take a second position, a third position with real estate, and that'll help collateralize it and bring the rate down to be a far more, appropriate rate as well. But the term will in it. But the problem is that with those loans that the time for funding takes longer. So it's not really a problem. It's just a matter of what the client needs and what's going to be a good fit for them.
Perfect. So, gents, I have a time hack of 7 minutes left. So I like to expand that time, or expand what you folks have. Just keep give us more information about your business, and this will help. If there's any folks that are on Facebook Live with the Business Suite, you might catch them. So if you want to keep speaking about your business, we'll ping pong it back and forth. So Kevin, if you want to go ahead and take a couple more minutes, go right ahead, sir.
Sure. Actually, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to talk about another company that I've started.
Okay.
And we're in beta launch mode at the moment, but it's singleparentcoupons.com. Has nothing to do with this company, entirely different company. But it is up, and we're currently, businesses can go there and sign up for free advertising while we're in beta launch mode here. We're working a few more bugs out of it, but within the next 30 days or so, we'll be doing a formal launch on that business and website as well. And anybody that would like to go there and serve that market is more than happy to go there and sign up for free advertising while we're in the beta mode here. And the system will actually, to be all in full disclosure, it'll charge them $1 to verify their identity. But otherwise they can get several $100s worth of advertising, and it's free to them. So that's going to be geared towards helping the single parent communities. That system will fund our single parent help center as well, which will be another website dedicated towards free resources to reach out to that community as well. And again, if you have something that you can offer to that community, you're more than welcome to go there, sign up, and love to work with you.
Wonderful. Awesome. What was the website again?
It is singleparentcoupons.com.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, Arlene, do you want to add anything else?
After Robert posts this content on Facebook, add your guys' business link in there, and just keep on posting your content. I mean, it's free. It's free for everybody. Business Hui is not collecting any membership. It's just about sharing the information and taking advantage of this internet foot traffic and getting more audience across the globe, or from the mainland and Hawaii.